Hello, everybody. What I want to talk to you about today is Meals on Wheels. I know I have brought it up very perfunctorily in a few other videos. I know I've done it in my live streams with you. And I just want to make this video because I know when I first came home from the hospital and when I was in need of so many services that I didn't even know were available to me, I reached out to different places, and the one that was the most responsive to me and for which I am extremely grateful is the Catholic Charities. And they had told me at the time that they would have an assessment done for me, but they were so backed up they couldn't do it right at that time. I got home September 15th. I could not arrange for any of these services before I got home because they didn't allow you to. So when I did it and they told me that they couldn't do it immediately, I guess I thought it would be a matter of a few weeks or something like that. It turned out to be a very long odyssey. It turned out that it was not until toward the end of January of this year. So it was October, November, December, January. It was a good 4 months before I was able to get somebody to come here. The caseworker I spoke to was a lovely, wonderful woman who listened to my story, understood the issues that I was dealing with, and was enormously helpful to me. In the end, she told me that I did qualify for the Meals on Wheels. And Meals on Wheels is going to be different for anybody who receives or needs the service, depending upon where in the world you are, because they run different programs. So this is only my experience here in New York. So what happened was they told me that the meals that they deliver are frozen and that I would get, because of my needs, I would get the equivalent of 2 meals a day for 5 days a week, which meant I was getting 10 meals. So I had the 10 meals that had to serve me over the week, and I had to find ways to deal with the rest of it. I had no idea what I would get. I had no idea how edible it would be. I had no idea what to expect. So I thought if that was the case for me, there would be a lot of other people out there with the same experience. You don't know what you don't know until you learn it. The experience is brand new for all of us. It's like when people have come to me over the years to buy or sell a house, I've always said to them, real estate is a language that I speak every day of my life and have for many, many years. It is not your language and you don't know it. So let me handle that part of it. And in essence, that's exactly what I did with the people who were guiding me on this road. Now, it's interesting also, a friend of mine, when I had mentioned that I was going to be making a video about Meals on Wheels, and she said to me, why would you want to talk about that? And I said, because of the reason that I talk about anything. Because I believe that by talking about it, I can share my experience with other people who may know people who need this service, who may be people who need the service at one point. Whatever the case may be, they will have a little more knowledge going into this, should it arise as something that they need in their lives. I'm beyond grateful for it. I have at this point, this is the second Friday that I got my meals delivered, so it means I went through a full week. Here they deliver on Tuesday and Friday, and I've had the same man come to me twice on Fridays, and he's wonderful, absolutely wonderful, very sweet. They are not, from what I'm told, allowed to come inside the house. They deliver it to the door, they hand it to you, and that's it. Years ago, from what I understand, they used to come into the house and spend time with people. So if people were alone all the time and lonely, they had that where somebody would come and be with them for a while. So that was nice, but it's not the way it works now. And I'm sure there's a really good reason for them setting it up that way. in any cases, these are, from what I'm told, volunteers who deliver this stuff. And what a wonderful gift they are providing for people who are getting this service for a myriad of reasons, and who I'm sure on many levels really need the contact, that human contact. So God bless them. It makes me want to give back. At some point, right now, I'm not in a physical position to do it, but at some point I will do it in some way. I know that I will. So I think this is terrific. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you all the things that were delivered to me during the week. What I got last Friday was 6 meals. I got 3 little containers of milk and 3 or 4 little containers of juice, tiny little containers of juice. The juice containers are 4 ounces each. And my guess is that they do that because if anybody is diabetic or they have particular needs in terms of their nutritional needs, that they don't want to do anything that's going to possibly harm anybody. So that's what they give you. They got some little individual servings of margarine. One of my favorite things that I get, at least on Fridays, the bread. I love that bread. This is the second time I got 6 slices of bread to last me until Tuesday. And they were 2 slices of rye bread, 2 slices of pumpernickel. One looked like a pumpernickel rye bread combination, and 2 slices of whole wheat bread. All of the bread is wonderful. It's all individually wrapped, 1 slice at a time, which I think is a great idea because it keeps it fresh and it's so easy to serve and to keep. So I thoroughly look forward to the bread. At night now, I make myself a slice of toast with some butter on it, and it is my treat with a cup of tea. So I really enjoy it. They gave me 6 meals last Friday. I got 4 meals on Tuesday, and when I got my delivery today, I was told that there were a couple of extra meals in there for me, and I was so grateful for that because I did mention last week that there were 2 meals that I was not able to eat. I just couldn't eat the food. But aside from that, the rest of it has been good. I share with you exactly what I got. I show you the meals, and you'll see, just as I did, what I'm getting, and it is something that I can eat. I'm sure it's helping me in more ways than one because the food that I get is, first of all, portioned. So I'm not eating too much at any one time. It is varied. It, I'm sure, serves a lot of my nutritional needs. And I know the things that I will fill in from the supermarket, things like some fresh fruit, and I might get a little bit of salad so that I can have that with a meal. I'm going to buy some fresh strawberries, and I'm going to try occasionally to get the makings of green smoothies so I can do that as well with some frozen fruit. And I'm totally looking forward to all of this, and I think it's helping me on more levels than just providing the food for me. So once again, to the service, I'm grateful. To my wonderful, wonderful volunteer who comes on Friday, I thank you so much. There are no words. Your kindness is appreciated beyond what I can share with you here. And the lady who came on Tuesday was very pleasant. She had gotten lost coming here, but once she found it, it was great. On Tuesday, the bread I got was just whole wheat, so I was a little bit disappointed because I had so loved the other bread, but in the end, whole wheat was really good too, and I toasted it, and I had it also with a little bit of butter, and I also have some little packets of jelly, jam, whatever it is that they give you. Not from them. I had that, a couple of friends had given me that. I guess they got it served with things that they had ordered, so they brought it to me. and that was really nice. So this is what it's like. This is my experience of Meals on Wheels at this moment in time. And if you find yourself in need of this service for you, a family member, or a friend at any point, by all means, reach out for that person. It is such a gift. There were many times in the past 4 months when I was unable to go to the supermarket. And yes, I know that now they have services available that deliver if you order the food, but I was not getting a big order, and there were things that I needed and I just had no food in the house. Now I have, and I know that I am okay because I have things to eat no matter what. And for me, breakfast is very simple. I do cereal and milk. If I can put fruit in it, that's wonderful. I make myself a cup of tea, and I may have a little bit of that juice with it now that I have them. And it's all good, so I'm really, really pleased. This is what it looks like so far. I hope this is helpful to somebody out there. I hope it makes your understanding of the process, at least as I experience it, something that helps you along the road that you travel. So on that note, take care, and here is what it's been like for me for the past week. Love you all, and I'm happy to be able to share this with you.